What? All right. That was a funny joke. I'm the only one who watched the Netflix special, I'm guessing. Fuck you guys. Olympic boxing's on the rope again, Andrew.
Yeah, it's a stupid story.
It is a stupid story. So where are we giving you time? They're going to put boxing in the Olympics.
Cut it.
All right, we're cutting the story. By the way, they're getting rid of boxing in the Olympics because everybody's corrupt. That's the punchline.
Basically,
by the way, they're going to have boxing.
You back.
They'll bring it back.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Victor Ortiz and John Molina. A fight Andrew's excited about. Taking place Sunday, September 30th in Ontario, California. Victor Ortiz takes on John Molina Jr. of Covina, California.
I'm not changing my fucking plans for this thing. I'll tell you that, Lee.
Andrew, it's in my backyard. You can stay at my place. Come on.
If I'm at home.
It's 10 minutes away.
Well, yeah, we could do something like that. But no, I'm not.
Come down and stay with me. Hang out. What are you talking about? Be great. We'll go as civilians. We'll buy tickets.
It should be a slugfest for as long as it lasts. These two guys.
You mean until John gets knocked out again?
I think Molina knocks out Ortiz. I'm sorry. I have no faith in Victor Ortiz. I never have.
I'm going to say this for the record. Both John Molina and Victor Ortiz are going to have brain damage later on in life.
I'm not going to argue against that, but I will say right now Molina's going to knock the shit out of Victor Ortiz.
All right. Which takes me to my favorite story of this past week. It came to us on Tuesday, August 21st.
Do you think there will be a Fight of the Year candidate?
No, I do not. I think it's going to be...
I think it could be that special.
No, I think it'll be sloppy and ugly, but I think for the locals, because we all know John, he's here locally, right? Like, this is a locals fight. That's the idea of doing it on Ontario. We get to go see... It's cool. I like it. I'm down. I'll pay my $10 and go see the fight.
To bring a few $100, try to bet with some people. Maybe I'll go for Ortiz.
Well, you got to. Well, it'll be a Mexican fight, so you need to bring a tennis ball, right? Just like at the dog track. So you cut open the tennis ball and you write your bets and you toss the tennis ball. That's another very inside joke for anybody who's ever been down to the highlight betting in Mexico.
Yeah.
I'm on a roll today. And my favorite story of last week brought to you by Steve Kim, the editor of BoxingScene.com, and who may or may not be gay. Or transgender, for that matter. I think he's a guy, but I don't know how he qualifies himself. Do you, Andrew?
No, you can't even question that. That's wrong.
You can't. That's wrong now, right?
That is wrong. Hey, I did see a good meme the other day. Want me to tell you it?
Sure.
It said, and I don't know, it just said, we're supposed to believe scientists when they tell us about global warming, but we don't believe them when they tell us there's only two genders. That's a pretty good one. Actually, I was like, oh, all right.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Steve Kim would also like to be at the very end of a Human Centipede, allegedly.
Oh my gosh, poor Steve. What did he do for this?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And the fact that Steve has zero sense of humor just makes him my favorite target on the planet. Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia. Are you guys ready for the date? Here we go. It's been tabled for 2019. And I'm going to tell you why this is my favorite story. Okay. Here is their reasoning for Mikey Garcia not wanting to fight in 2019. Which, by the way, now explains why he only fights once or twice a year for the last couple of years. With the heavyweight bout between WBC titleist Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury on the horizon, that could push back the date. The bottom line is that Showtime does not have any feasible dates for Mikey Garcia. The head of Showtime Sports explains to Boxing Scene on Tuesday, it's an interesting dilemma once you start getting close to the holidays. You start to get nervous with people's attention, not to mention their wallets. What?
Such bullshit. Yeah, I know.
Here's what I said last night, and here's what I think happened. Okay, so you got Steven Espinosa of Showtime. You got Mikey Garcia. They sit down behind a computer. They kick open Dan Rayfield's schedule for the year. And I swear to God, Mikey Garcia behaves like he didn't know that there's boxing 5 days a week. We can't. Tyson can't fight on that day. What about Friday before the? We couldn't do that. That would steal from the thunder of Deontay Wilder. Okay, what about next Tuesday? There's a fight in Ontario between two assholes. Can't fight then. That's their day. He wants to book it so far in the future that there's nobody booked on that day. That's basically what they're saying. Mikey Garcia needs to be booked on a day where nobody's fighting.
It's pretty bad. Look, I seen this coming. Anyone who listens to Fight Net Radio, we told you guys this fight was not going to take place at the end of the year. It's not going to take place in the beginning of 2019 either. And then I believe Spence is going to be moving to the 154 division soon, and this fight might never happen. Garcia just didn't want to fight Lomachenko. People, if you listen to the interviews, before Lomachenko and Linares fought, Mikey Garcia said we should unify. I'm fighting Easter. Linares is fighting Lomachenko. We should unify the lightweight division. Immediately after Lomachenko stops Linares and he beats Easter, he starts talking about, I want to go up and fight Spence. I want the biggest test in boxing. I want to do it in this. I think he was saying December. I'm going up and fighting Spence for the first fight. Everyone told him not to do it. I said he wouldn't do it. And he's not. And he's not going to do it next year. I'm starting to believe. One thing I don't like about the Garcia family when they tell their story, they like bringing up how Mikey's dad is a picker.
Picker of what? Watermelons?
Yeah, whatever he picks. I don't know. He's a picker.
Is that what he should be proud of? Oh, my dad's still out in the field.
But see, this is what I don't know. I don't know if their father, if that's all he did in his life. Or my grandfather was a picker, right? He picked cotton in Los Baños. He picked in Tulare. But you know what else he did? He was a head mechanic for Southern Pacific for 42 years. So picking was just a part of his youth.
Andrew, once you're a picker, you're always a picker. Andrew,
so what I'm trying to get to, Lee, if you let me make my point.
All right, make your point.
Is I don't know if the Garcia family is only in boxing so they don't have to be in the fields. Do you understand what I mean by that? I don't know if
racist,
his father.
Andrew.
It's not. It's not racist at all. It's a mentality that his dad is putting into his kids, and I'll give you an example. His son quit boxing after, really, he got defeated by Diego Corrales. He's undefeated. He's the champ, first title, gets his ass wiped out by Diego Corrales and kind of just falls off the earth. I think he had a few more losses, too, but they're like back-to-back losses, like he's never relevant again, and then he just leaves. And then you got his son, or his brother, his little brother, who just doesn't seem interested in fighting anybody good at all. He just really doesn't, people. You know, he keeps talking about the ex-champs that he's fought in, yet his fan base can't name his last two. I believe the Garcias might just be in this to make a few dollars and everyone stays living comfortably. No one's trying to be a millionaire. No one's trying to be a superstar. A legacy. They're not trying to build a legacy. Just give us a few checks. We're not going to be in the fields. That's how I feel about them because they talk about that shit so much. It's like your dad did nothing else? Nothing? Is this all? Is it because that it speaks to why your brother's career turned out the way it did and why? I mean, let's be honest, people. Go back and watch the Orlando Salido fight. The only people that are worried about Mikey's broken nose is the Garcia team. That fight could have continued. We all have seen fighters fight with broken noses before, but no, they wanted out. They were done. You see Roberts chasing the ref around the ring, telling him to stop that fight. So I don't know their mentality anymore, but no, this is not a surprise that Garcia is not going to fight Spence this year. It is a surprise that he's blaming it on dates because anyone's watched boxing. You take any era, there's many cash cows that are making a lot of money. One of the biggest eras, we'll go not too far back, De La Hoya, Roy Jones, Holyfield. How the fuck did all these guys make so many millions of dollars if in Mikey's eyes, I can't fight because Triple G's fighting Canelo on pay-per-view and Wilder's fighting Fury. Huh? If it's the fight the fans watch, we will pay the $50, $60 to watch it.
Do you feel good about that?
Yeah. I don't mean to be racist. Hope it didn't sound racist. I'm trying to show you guys what I think their mentality is, because it's clearly not we're the best in the world and we're here to prove it. The Garcias are not about that at all.
They're about getting paid.
It's what it seems like. And that's why I go back to, this is the way the dad has put their instilled this mentality. So what you're saying,
let me capsulize it for everybody.
There you go.
Dad needs to get back in the field and learn his place.
Oh, shit.
Fucking pick the walnuts, pick the avocados, pick some oranges, shut the fuck up.
I don't think he wants to. He's like, hey, we're just gonna make a few million, stay out, right? I don't know what they're doing anymore. I'm just, they're the ones that are always talking about fields. My dad is in the fields. My dad was in the fields. So, hey.
You know what?
He should be
in the fields, and maybe he'd be hungrier to go out and actually fight like a man.
And it's not even fight like a man. Damn.
Nah, he's a bitch.
Garcia is supposed to be running this sport. Mikey Garcia had the whole fucking thing in front of him. Top Rank was going to give him and Terrence Crawford's the biggest fight of this era, people. Think about it. Mikey's undisputed lightweight, Garcia's, Crawford's undisputed junior welterweight. Both are undefeated. Both are top-ranked stable guys. This is supposed to be the fight of the future, and they went and fucked that all off.
Hey, every Fight Net Radio fan that's in Southern California. On October 4th, down at the Costa Mesa Fairgrounds, the OC Event Fairgrounds in the hangar, there will be a fight on October the 4th between Oscar Negretti. He's putting up his NABF 118-pound title against Joshua the Professor Franco. If I find out a couple of you are willing to go, i.e. Hosel or whomever, even some of Andrew's family, if I know you guys are going to be in attendance, I will go down to that fight and not watch it on whatever it's going to be on. ESPN Deportes, ESPN2, and probably streaming on the app that I'm now paying for that I no longer use.
Shit.
Fuck, ain't that the truth, though?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, covered that story, which takes us to our final story, which still doesn't have an update from last night, and nobody seems to want to be talking about it. Adrian Broner skipped his VADA testing. It was reported initially, who did it? Where was Colossal TV? Where did I find the story originally? Colossal Sports, an English website, I think.
And I think people aren't reporting it because they don't believe Adrian Broner's on steroids. So the story seems fake, but I don't think he skipped the drug test because of steroids. I think he skipped it because he's partying a little too hard.
I think so too, but it's just something to keep an eye out for. There's still nothing. You never know. He could have been fucking monkeys in the butt. And he didn't pass that test, Andrew. That's an important test too that every fighter has to take. Just ask Tommy the Machine Gun.
He got that from steroids, Lee.
Tommy Gun? Yeah. Tommy Gunn got it from banging chicks.
I know. Weren't they?
He's a fucking dude. He was a whore.
Don King gave them to him. How about that one?
Tommy Morrison fucked all of the state of Oklahoma simultaneously. Yeah, like when he said that he was HIV positive.
Tommy said he never had AIDS, and there was a fake test by Don King because he wanted to get some of his money.
By the way, that's not that crazy a statement. Knowing what I know about Don King. That's really not that crazy a statement at all. But wouldn't you just go
then he died of AIDS, right?
But I don't want to go out on a limb. Can't you just go take the test again with your own doctor?
I know. And then he.
In fact, I can wait. Tell me I'm crazy. I can go to Walgreens and get the fucking test and send it off and get the results to that test. In fact, I can go into Walgreens and
Happy birthday, Don. Happy birthday.
Get my genetic background And have it sent to me, but I digress.
I did mine.
Yes, we've covered it in this show.
Oh,
we still
good.
don't know what